Breaking news, guys. Pro-Biafra protests rocks London, shames Nigeria delegation. Interesting. Massive embarrassment for Nigeria, my people, in London. IPOB agitators stormed a major international event chatting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The shocking part, Nigerian government delegates were present and the protest totally overshadowed them. Eyewitnesses report that the protesters carried banners reading "Free Nnamdi Kanu now" and "Nigeria values human rights." Videos of the protests are already trending on social media worldwide, especially X platform, formerly Twitter. Analysts compared this to the anti-apartheid protests in London during the 1980s, which eventually forced world leaders to act against South Africa's regime. Could this London protest be the spark that forces Western powers to act on Nigeria? Meanwhile, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has petitions foreign missions concerning his unjust trial. He has asked them to intervene because what Nigerian government is doing to him is politically motivated trial. This is not a trial, it's unjust trial, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said. Meanwhile, concerned citizens of Igbo nation in diaspora has also called on President Trump of the United States to compel the Nigerian government to release the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu is being detained in the custody of the Department of State Security in Abuja on the allegation of terrorism. He was adopted in Kenya and brought to Nigeria in 2021. The concerned group made the request in a statement signed by spokesperson Emeka Livingstone, which was made available to the Whistler on Wednesday. Entitled, "Why the U.S. Department of State Needs to Act Decisively on Nigeria." The group claimed that Kanu had been in illegal detention in Nigeria for over 4 years after he was kidnapped in Kenya and tortured for 8 days in violation of extradition laws, international treaties, and fundamental human rights before he was forcefully brought to Nigeria. According to Livingstone, despite an appeal court judgment delivered in October 2022, which discharged and acquitted him and prohibited further court trials, the Nigerian government refused to set him free in complete discharge for the rule of law. The group recalled that on June 24, 2025, a federal high court in Kenya ruled that the abduction and detention of Kanu and his subsequent rendition to Nigeria were unlawful and illegal. So he noted that the court also awarded Kanu 10 million Kenya shillings as compensation for damages against the government of Kenya for the illicit role they played in the abduction and rendition. The group therefore called on President Trump to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern, quoting the release, "This is absolutely necessary as Nigeria now harbors a terrorism-friendly government with a grave potential of exporting terrorism to Europe and America." It further urged Trump to compel the government of Nigeria to, as a matter of urgency, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is illegally detained by the Department of State Security (DSS), and to proscribe the indigenous people of Biafra and release all detained IPOB members without conditions. It also called on the U.S. government to investigate all public and political office holders incriminated in the Canadian Federal High Court judgments and issue several sanctions, including travel bans, international arrest warrants, and economic restrictions on them. It also sought Trump's facilitation of an internationally supervised referendum for the indigenous people trapped in Nigeria to decide whether to be part of Nigeria or not. It maintained that Kanu is a prisoner of conscience, that every conscious world leader and democratic government must exercise their influence and reach out to the Nigerian government to let him go without condition. So guys, what's your take on this? I'm dropping it here. Please drop your comment below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Share this video, make it go viral so that the world, especially Biafrans, can understand how the matter they be as they go. Thank you and bye for now.